Welcome to Comic Power. I am your host, Comic Killer 72. This segment today is called Wicked Wednesday. If you didn't know, Wednesday is the new release for new comics that come out every week. This will help you pick the best comics that are dropping in terms of readability, speculation, etc. Comic publishers are stepping up their game for your entertainment value. So let's get right into it. First up is Justice League number 8 from DC Comics. In this issue, they unite to fight against a Kryptonian deity named Rayo. There's also a Neal Adams variant which looks outstanding. Neal's a real legend in comics, and what he did was bring realistic anatomy into comics so it will look so cartoony and looks more like a graphic novel. It could be taken more seriously. Another huge score for DC Comics is Batman TMNT number 1. It's going into a third printing. This has been a runaway success for both DC and IDW Comics. There's also a third printing on Batman TMNT number 2. Next up is Suiciders Kings of LA number 1 from Vertigo, which is a division of DC Comics. For this story to make any sense, you need to pick up Suiciders number 1 from 2015, which looks like this. And what's going on is that this is supposed to be in the near future where the big earthquake, the big one, has hit LA and turned it into a little island. Man, the future sucks. The federal government decides to abandon them and let them fend for themselves. So if you like the Hunger Games, if you like the Running Man, if you like Mad Max, this is definitely for you. The Suiciders miniseries didn't sell very well, but it was critically acclaimed. I'm glad to see that DC is sticking to the story and wants to continue it. If you're looking for a strong read, then go ahead and pick up Suiciders Kings of LA, which you see here, as well as Suiciders number 1. Next up, Marvel gives us Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 5. This is the story of Luana Lafayette, aka Moon Girl. She is obsessed with Kree technology, and she winds up building a portal which brings the Devil Dinosaur into our reality. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 1 is her first appearance. So I would advise you to go ahead and pick this up. She could be the next Kamala Khan. If you're interested in getting Devil Dinosaur's first appearance, that's going to be Devil Dinosaur number 1, 1978, created, written, and drawn by Jack Kirby. And don't think this title is just kid stuff. She could be a very important character in the Marvel landscape for years to come. If you're not following this monthly, at least get issue number 1 for her first appearance. Next up is a criticism. It is not a recommendation. Marvel is putting out this handbook for the all-new, all-different Marvel universe just to explain it, and they're going to charge you $5 to explain their universe. I just don't get it. This thing should either be free or cost $1 at the most. Seriously, Marvel? But anyway, I digress. Moving right along, we have Darth Vader number 18. This is something Marvel Comics is getting right. Look at that art, man. The ongoing Darth Vader series is a must-have. You shouldn't even think about it. Just go ahead and pick it up every month. Thanks to the animated series, there's a real nostalgia for early 90s X-Men. So Marvel is giving us X-Men 92 number 1. So you're going to get Wolverine, Rogue, Gambit, Beast, Jubilee, Storm, and all the characters that were in the 1990s animated series. And it's going to be drawn in the style of the animated series as well to keep that same look and feel. And of course this means variants, and this variant is a very good one. It's a hip-hop variant that is drawn by the artist Afua Richardson, and it's shown here. She's one of the few African-American women in comics today, and this is what she looks like. She definitely has the goods in terms of talents. If you see her at any of the events, the conventions, the shows, go ahead and approach her and get her to sign some of your stuff. Like that X-Men 92 variant. She's a very nice lady, very approachable, and did I mention that she loves cosplay? I think that's pretty obvious. For more information about her, be sure to visit her website at afuarichardson.info. She sings, she writes, she draws. She's like a modern Renaissance woman. Very talented. Next up, let's see what's happening on the indie scene with small publishers. IDW is giving us TMNT Deviations number 1. What's happening here is it's sort of like a what-if story in the Marvel Universe. And the story here is, what if the Turtles were led by Shredder? So instead of being their arch enemy, he would be the leader of the team. It would be something like if, Magneto became the leader of the X-Men or something like that. There's a variant for this which looks like this, but I think the regular cover looks fine. This is a dark version of the Turtles, obviously. Next up is Postal number 1 from Image Comics. If you're a reader of Southern Bastards, you should be reading this as well. The similarities is that something crazy is happening in a small town. It's like serial Pulp Fiction where we get to see the new developments every month. And like Southern Bastards, this has been picked up for a TV show by Universal Television. Shown here is Postal #1. I would recommend you go ahead and get this. This is great long-term speculation. Up next is Power Lines #1. The storyline here is a straight hood gets powers through ancient magic, but his powers only work in well-to-do white neighborhoods. This is issue 1 of a 6-issue miniseries, which is going to have a comedic element to it. I will go ahead and give it a shot to see where this is going. I like the premise on this. It sounds pretty funny. Next up is Saga, issue number 34. In a world of gimmicks and variants and a whole bunch of other madness, Saga puts out its issue every month with no gimmicks, just great art and story. It's basically Romeo and Juliet meet Star Wars. It's Image's second best-selling title after The Walking Dead. The writer and creator on this is Brian K. Vaughan. At just 40 years old at the time of this video, I think he's the best writer of his generation. His breakout was in 2003 as the writer and creator of The Runaways for Marvel. His partner and artist on Saga is Fiona Staples, and she's also critically acclaimed for her outstanding work on this series. And like Afua Richardson, she's very nice and very approachable. I would suggest you go ahead and try to pick up Saga #1 while it's still somewhere near affordable. Unfortunately, it's going to be selling for somewhere in the neighborhood of about $222 for a 9.8, and it's only going to get higher. And last but not least is Faith #3 from Valiant Comics. To some people, they view this as a surprise hit, but not to Valiant fans like myself. We already knew for years that Valiant made great products. There's a 1 in 20 variant that looks like this. And by the way, Faith #1 is going to a 3rd printing. We're talking about full-figured female hero in comics, which you just don't see. But Valiant found a way to give it to you. That's about it for today. Thank you for watching Wicked Wednesday, where I review all the new comic books for a new comic day. Be sure to follow my blog at comicpower.net. On social media, follow me at facebook.com/comicpower.net and comicpower-universe.tumblr.com. And don't forget twitter.com/comicpowersub. I also sell comics on eBay at this link. This is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye. And don't forget to share this video, click on subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and tell everyone you know about this channel to help it grow. Thank you for your support.